Tonight, from Portland, Oregon, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Marcus Mariota and the Portland Lumberjacks taking on Cam Newton and the San Antonio Express.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Danny Amendola on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mariota. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Penny. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad Penny. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lumberjacks have taken a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. after the score. It's Parkey on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Mariota. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mariota now. He'll get this out wide to Penny. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Mariota to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Mariota. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Mariota. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And they rattle off a big one.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now Newton on 1st down. And Cook has it, left side. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there. Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Express have got it back to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Amendola. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 5 now. Mariota, he's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Penny, a first down carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing, Mariota. And he finds Penny. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mariota. That's caught by Penny. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Play action now. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Paul Richardson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
With the extra point, and it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Back out comes San Antonio. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin with a run by Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And that's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Newton to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Mario Addison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your
touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Express are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And complete to Zach Ertz. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On first down, Newton finding Ertz again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Newton, and his throw is going to be in to the receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give it off here to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Cam's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Newton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Express are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
To try again after the sack. Mariota leaves it for Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Penny. And down he'll go at the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The quick feet by Jackson. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first down throw for Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
Newton on first down. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Newton. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Again, Newton. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Newton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Mario Addison make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And he's been pretty good, and we see some of his good play, but I guess maybe he needs to be a little bit better right now. They're down.
He does look good in the spotlight, though, doesn't he? He does look good in the highlights, but that's not what truly matters. And right now, as a team, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to get back into the lead. He has to continue to play well, has to keep rallying the offense. The defense has got to pick things up a little bit. And I don't think there's much animosity between the two sides. On the really good teams, both take accountability and try and figure out how they can do more to get their team on top.
Yeah, well, he's doing his part. He's been good. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The handoff, running left is Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Penny. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go, timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Newton. Jackson's got it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Express look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Cam looking to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Richardson. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it again with Penny, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and goal from the 1. Penny will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lumberjacks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Parkey adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Newton. It's caught by Jackson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He'll hit Jackson, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Newton. being chased out left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And get yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a run with Sermon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for our visitors, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Portland, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.